Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. My dear brothers and sisters, in this short video I want to talk about a subject that is a mistake that two different type of people in our community, in our Muslim community does it, and they do it in a different ways. The mistake is that when they try to learn Islam, the first group that when they try to understand about Islam, when they try to learn about Islam, they do it in a wrong way. And how they do it? They do it by learning about who's kafir and who's not kafir, who's out in Islam and who's not out in Islam, who's Ahl al-Bid'ah, who's not Ahl al-Bid'ah. They learn about Islam in this way. They make their knowledge on this way. And these people, they get tired very quickly. And when they see there is no any outcome, they get tired. And they go away from the Islam. And they back up from the Islam because they got tired, and also there's no any outcome coming from what they do and what they learned. This is first mistake they do. This is the first group, and their mistake is that they learn Islam by those things, and this is not the correct way. This is a mistake, i.e. they seeking knowledge in a wrong way. Second type of group in our mujtama, in our community, is that again they seek knowledge in a wrong way, and i.e. they seek knowledge by nasheed, okay, by nasheed, by poetry, by jokes and stories, storytellers. And for example, a sheikh talks about a topic, he brings a long story. So this story affected someone. This story that affected you, or this nasheed that you listen to it and makes you to love Islam, makes you to do wear hijab, or makes you to do something, slowly you get tired of it. You listen to the nasheed 2, 3 times, 4 times, and then you get tired of it. And then slowly you back up in Islam as well. Like the first type of group, you back up from the Islam and you start not practicing Islam. You start not practicing the deen. And this is again another mistake. The second type of people does it. And so what we need to do, how we should seek knowledge, how we should learn about Islam, what is the correct way of learning about Islam, is that we need to know what is the Arkan al-Islam, what is the Arkan al-Iman. Okay? i.e. how to pray, how to go do Hajj, and also about every single things about business, about marriage, about divorce, about riba, interest, about many other things, halal and haram. Arkan al-Iman, Arkan al-Islam. Arkan al-Iman is who is Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, what is the books, what is the prophets, all about this. This is Arkan al-Iman and Arkan al-Islam. Secondly, we need to know who's Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala wants from us, what Allah asks us to do. This is the correct way of seeking knowledge. Not seeking knowledge by doing takfir, who's in Islam, who's out, who's Ahl al-Bid'ah, who's not, and not by nasheed and stories and poetries. This is not the right way. Learning Islam is by knowing what Allah wants from us, and who's Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and what is halal and what is haram. And you learn this with a good scholar, with someone that knows about Islam, with someone that studies and under scholars, and someone has a knowledge. Not just only one that read a book. Because reading books does not really help someone to become a scholar. Someone to become a scholar, that he needs to study with other scholars. Then he is a scholar. Not just by reading the books. So this is the correct way, by seeking knowledge and understanding Islam and not making the mistake. Because the mistake that the people does it, the first and the second group of people in our community that does it, is that the mistake of they seeking knowledge in a wrong way. When they seek knowledge in a wrong way, they make a big mistake, and they get tired in Islam quickly, and also when they get tired in Islam quickly, they back up and they stop practicing Islam. But when you seek knowledge in a correct way, you stay on Islam longer, you be stronger, and you keep on Islam, and you always practice, and you not lacking, and you not get tired. So my dear brothers and sisters, I hope this was helpful for you, brothers and sisters. I hope you, brothers and sisters, start practicing the deen in a correct way and leave those things that is not beneficial for you, brothers and sisters. And also, my dear brothers and sisters, the last point that I want to make is that I just remembered, and that is for someone that does a takfir, i.e. this guy is a kafir, or this guy is a bid'i, ahl al-bid'ah, mubtadi'. This is, yes, is in Islam, but who does it? Who is the one who does it? Someone does it that he is ahl of it, i.e. he's a qualified. A qualified person does such things like so. A qualified person, who is the qualified person? The qualified person is the person that has two things in it. Two things. One, he has a knowledge. He is a knowledge guy. He's very high scholar in Islam. He's in the topest rank of Islam. Me, I'm not ahl of that. Don't think that I am ahl of that. Someone like me, I'm not ahl of that. I'm not qualified for that. We are not qualified to do takfir. And also, this person to be qualified, on top of that, he has a knowledge. He's a someone that if he does a takfir, if he says this guy is a kafir, or this guy is a mubtadi', everyone will be away from him. For example, 70%, 80% of the community is away from him. Nobody speaks to him. And also, top of that, the law, the country will implement this law. He says he's a kafir. Why? Because he swear to Allah. He swear to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. He threw the Quran in a bin. A'udhu billah. Why is a kafir? He did this. And this person is a big rank in Islam. He has a big place in Islam. People listen to him, and the government listen to him. He's a kafir. He will be judged, and the judge will do what should be done on him. So somebody says that this person is a kafir, and that person is a kafir, or he's a mubtadi', he's a qualified. He's a qualified by knowledge, and he's qualified by the government, and the government and the community obeys him and does what he said to do so on this person. So this is the correct way to learn about Islam and to be qualified in Islam, and is the right way to stay on the deen and to be strong on the deen. Jazakumullah khair, barakallah fikum. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.